The galaxy was on fire. Across countless star systems, wars raged between empires that had existed for thousands of years. Entire fleets collided in the black void, and planets burned under relentless attacks. In the midst of all this chaos, one small sector was quietly preparing. The Terran sector, home to humanity, had been dismissed by every major alien empire as weak and insignificant. They thought humans were fragile, unprepared, and incapable of fighting in real space battles. They did not know what humanity had been hiding, and they would soon learn that their underestimation was a mistake they would regret. Captain Luke Harper sat in the control room of the Starship Pathfinder, staring at the blinking light of the distress signal. It was coming from a colony on the outer edge of a distant star system. The colony had been attacked by a large alien fleet, and the message was short and desperate. Luke could feel the weight of the galaxy on his shoulders. He had trained for this moment his entire life. He turned to his crew, Maya, Ethan, and Laura, who were busy preparing the ship for departure. Maya adjusted the weapons system, her fingers flying over the controls with practiced ease. Ethan was checking navigation, calculating the fastest route to the besieged colony. Laura monitored communications, making sure every channel was clear. They were ready, even though no one outside of Earth had ever believed they would be. The ship lifted off from Earth quietly, its engines humming with steady power. Luke watched the planet recede behind them, a small blue marble in the vast emptiness of space. He thought about the countless times humans had been underestimated. Every empire, every fleet had laughed at them, mocked them, and dismissed their potential. But humanity had always survived, always adapted, and always fought back when the time came. This mission was no different. The galaxy was about to see the strength of Earth's Deathworlders, and there was no turning back. As they approached the outer systems, the crew could see the first signs of the alien fleet. Ships of enormous size and strange designs patrolled the area, their energy shields glowing ominously. Commander Virek, a towering alien with shimmering scales, observed the approaching humans with disdain. He had been sent to crush the colony and punish anyone who tried to interfere. When he saw the small human ships coming toward his fleet, he laughed. "They dare come alone?" he hissed, his voice vibrating through the command deck of his ship. Fragile creatures thinking they can make a difference. Luke did not answer. He did not need to. He had done the calculations, prepared the strategies, and trained his crew for exactly this moment. Maya adjusted the weapons targeting. Ethan recalculated their flight path to dodge the alien patrols, and Laura intercepted enemy communications, feeding crucial information back to Luke. The humans were calm, focused, and ready. The aliens, on the other hand, were confident, expecting an easy victory over what they thought was a weak and insignificant opponent. The first shots were fired by the alien fleet. Energy beams streaked across space toward the human ships, lighting up the darkness with violent bursts. The humans dodged with surprising agility, weaving between fire and debris with precision that shocked the alien observers. Luke gave orders in short, sharp commands, each one executed flawlessly by his crew. Maya fired back, striking weak points on the alien ships that they had assumed were well protected. Ethan maneuvered through asteroid fields and wreckage, creating chaos among the alien formation. Laura monitored every signal, detecting enemy movements before they could act. The aliens were confused. Their strategy, which had worked against countless other fleets, was failing against humans who did not follow predictable patterns. The colony below watched in awe as the humans engaged the alien fleet. Buildings trembled from the vibrations of distant explosions, and people ran to their windows to see the sky filled with fire and light. The aliens had expected an easy conquest, but the humans were already turning the tide. Commander Virek grew angry. He ordered his ships to focus fire, trying to crush the humans with sheer numbers. But every move he made was anticipated and countered. Luke Harper and his crew used their small size and agility to their advantage, striking from unexpected angles and disappearing before the aliens could respond. Each strike was precise, each maneuver deliberate, and each victory sent a shockwave through the alien ranks. Reinforcements arrived, more alien ships than the humans could count. Their energy shields glowed brighter, their weapons were more powerful, and their numbers seemed endless. But humans did not panic. Luke Harper took a deep breath and studied the battlefield. "Focus on their engines first," he said. "Disable their mobility, then strike with precision." Maya fired with incredible accuracy, tearing through engines and power systems. Ethan navigated through debris and hazards, creating confusion in the enemy formation. Laura relayed intercepted communications, giving Luke the information he needed to stay ahead. Every action, every decision was calculated, showing the aliens that humans were not just fighters, they were tacticians, problem solvers, and unpredictable opponents. Commander Virek was growing desperate. He had never encountered opponents who moved and thought in such ways. His officers looked to him for orders, but the humans had already begun to dismantle his fleet. Luke Harper coordinated his crew, their movements flowing together as if they were a single organism. The aliens tried to adjust, but it was too late. Every maneuver by the humans created new opportunities. Every strike created new problems for the aliens. The humans had turned what seemed impossible into reality, showing that courage, intelligence, and adaptability could overcome even the greatest odds. Below, the colonists cheered. The small humans who had arrived to help were not just surviving, they were winning. Their ships moved like predators, striking with speed and precision. Every alien ship destroyed or disabled sent a message across the galaxy. Do not underestimate Earth. The humans had come without warning, without allies, and yet they were changing the fate of a planet with skill and determination that the aliens could not comprehend. Commander Virek knew the situation was slipping out of control. He had expected a quick victory, and now he faced a nightmare. The humans were unlike any other opponents he had encountered. They were fearless, clever, and relentless. Every attempt to outmaneuver them failed. Every tactic he used was countered with precision. Luke Harper and his crew moved like shadows through space, striking where the enemy least expected and disappearing before retaliation could come. The alien fleet began to falter, confusion spreading among their ranks. Luke looked at his crew and felt a surge of pride. Maya, Ethan, and Laura had performed beyond his expectations. Their training, instincts, and courage had brought them this far. The humans were showing the galaxy that even a small, underestimated species could make a difference when they refused to be ignored. They were Deathworlders, survivors of a harsh planet, and their resilience and intelligence made them a force the galaxy had never seen before. As the battle raged on, Luke Harper devised a daring strategy. He would split his forces, distracting the alien fleet while targeting the command ship. Maya and Ethan understood immediately, moving with precise coordination. Laura monitored enemy communications, ensuring that no unexpected moves could surprise them. The humans executed the plan flawlessly, weaving through enemy fire and striking at critical points. The alien command ship shuddered under the assault, and panic spread through the fleet. The humans had turned their fear into advantage, showing that ingenuity and courage could triumph over brute strength. The colonists below watched in disbelief and hope. The humans who had come to help had become their protectors, their saviors, and a symbol of courage. Each alien ship that fell was a victory not just for them, but for the entire galaxy. Humans were not just participants in this war. They were changing its course. Their actions were leaving the aliens in shock, unable to predict their moves and uncertain how to respond. Luke Harper and his crew had become legends in their own time, demonstrating that Earth's Deathworlders were forces to be reckoned with. Commander Virek tried to rally his remaining ships, but the humans were relentless. Luke Harper and his crew moved with unstoppable precision, turning the battlefield into a maze that the aliens could not navigate. Each maneuver, each strike was a lesson in strategy, courage, and unpredictability. The humans were showing the galaxy that survival alone was not enough. They could fight, adapt, and win against overwhelming odds. The alien fleet began to retreat, their confidence shattered, their strategies failing. The battle ended with the planet safe and the alien ships destroyed or scattered. Luke Harper and his crew returned to Earth quietly, but the story of their bravery spread across the stars. Humans had shown the galaxy that even a small, underestimated species could change the course of events with courage, intelligence, and unity. The colonists hailed their arrival. The galaxy whispered of their victory, and every alien commander learned a vital lesson. Do not underestimate the Deathworlders from Earth. Humanity had arrived, and the legend of their courage, skill, and determination would echo across the universe for generations, leaving a warning carved into the stars that when Earth's Deathworlders show up, nothing could stop them. The galaxy had heard rumors about Earth's Deathworlders, but no one believed them until now. Captain Luke Harper and his crew had returned from their first engagement. and the story of their victory spread like wildfire. Every alien fleet that had once dismissed humanity began to reconsider. Whispers filled the Grand Galactic Council, and many of the council members were uneasy. They had believed the humans to be weak, fragile, and incapable of large-scale conflict, yet the humans had defeated what should have been an overwhelming enemy. The question now was simple. Could Earth send more Deathworlders to change the course of entire wars? Luke Harper was back on the Starship Pathfinder, now fully repaired and upgraded. Maya, Ethan, and Laura were already preparing for the next mission. Each of them felt the weight of expectation pressing down on them. They knew that more battles awaited, and this time the enemies would be smarter, faster, and ready for revenge. Luke called his crew together and spoke in his usual calm voice. "We have shown what we can do, but they will come back and we must be ready. Every decision we make could save or lose lives." His words were simple, but they carried authority and focus. Maya adjusted the weapon systems, checking each mechanism. Ethan recalculated their navigation routes, analyzing every possible path through hostile space. Laura monitored communications, ensuring that no signal went unnoticed. The humans had become a unit stronger than any alien could imagine. Meanwhile, Commander Virek gathered the remnants of his fleet. His pride had been shattered by the humans, and he vowed to strike back. "These creatures think they can survive against us?" he growled. His officers were nervous. They had never faced opponents who combined intelligence, courage, and unpredictability in such a deadly way. Virek ordered his fleet to regroup, to prepare for an offensive against Earth itself. He did not underestimate humans now, but his arrogance still blinded him to the full capabilities of Deathworlders. The humans received intelligence reports of the incoming fleet. The signals indicated that Virek was gathering forces for a massive attack. Luke Harper reviewed the information with his crew. "They think they can overwhelm us with numbers," he said. "We will show them that humans fight with more than numbers. We fight with mind, courage, and unity." Maya, Ethan, and Laura nodded. Each of them had faced impossible odds before and survived. Now they were about to confront them on a scale they had never imagined. The crew ran drills, tested systems, and analyzed enemy patterns. Every move was studied, every strategy debated, and every possible outcome considered. The humans were preparing not just to survive, but to dominate. The alien fleet moved through space like a shadow, massive and ominous. Commander Virek's ships gleamed with energy, and his officers shouted orders as they approached human space. The humans did not wait. Luke Harper piloted the Starship Pathfinder ahead of the fleet, scouting and analyzing the enemy's formation. Maya adjusted weapons, firing at precise angles to test defenses. Ethan calculated the fastest route to intercept, using every gravitational field and asteroid cluster for advantage. Laura intercepted enemy communications, decoding messages that gave them insights into the alien strategies. Every human action was deliberate, every movement calculated. The aliens could not predict them, and that unpredictability became their greatest weapon. The first confrontation was sudden. The alien fleet opened fire with a barrage of energy beams and missiles, expecting an easy strike. The humans dodged with agility and precision. Luke Harper maneuvered through the fire, sending counterattacks that targeted critical systems. Maya fired with deadly accuracy, disabling engines and weapons before the aliens could react. Ethan weaved through debris and hazards, creating chaos that disrupted enemy formations. Laura provided constant updates, allowing Luke to adjust plans instantly. The aliens were shocked. They had expected predictable movements and easily overwhelmed targets, but humans were anything but predictable. Each strike, each maneuver, forced the aliens to react, and every reaction led them into traps set by the humans. The battle raged for hours. The humans were outnumbered, yet they moved with efficiency and precision that the aliens could not match. Every destroyed ship was a lesson, every avoided attack a display of human ingenuity. Commander Virek's frustration grew as his officers panicked. They had faced many enemies in their time, but nothing like humans. Luke Harper observed the alien command ship and made a critical decision. "We target the command ship next," he said. "Disabling it will break their fleet." Maya, Ethan, and Laura executed the plan flawlessly. They moved in perfect coordination, striking at weak points with precision and disappearing before retaliation could occur. The command ship shuddered under the assault, and panic spread across the alien fleet. The humans had once again proven that courage, intelligence, and adaptability could overcome overwhelming odds. As the battle continued, the humans anticipated reinforcements. Luke Harper had studied the likely paths and positions of incoming ships. He set traps and ambushes, using the environment to his advantage. Asteroid belts, debris fields, and gravitational anomalies became weapons in their hands. Maya fired from concealed positions, Ethan maneuvered with expert precision, and Laura intercepted signals to guide them. The aliens found themselves fighting not just humans, but the environment itself, and every miscalculation cost them dearly. The battle was not without risk. Several human ships were damaged, and the crew faced moments of near disaster. But Luke Harper remained calm, directing his crew with clarity and focus. Maya repaired systems mid-flight, Ethan calculated escape routes, and Laura coordinated with other human ships. Their teamwork was seamless, a symphony of strategy and execution. The aliens could not keep up, and soon their formations began to break. Every victory was hard-earned, but every victory also sent a message across the galaxy. Earth's Deathworlders were not to be underestimated. Commander Virak realized that continuing direct attacks would result in total defeat. He tried to withdraw, but the humans anticipated this and cut off escape routes. Luke Harper directed the final phase of the battle, coordinating attacks that disabled key ships and scattered the remaining forces. The alien fleet was decimated, their pride shattered, and their confidence broken. The humans had won again, proving that strategy, courage, and unpredictability were stronger than raw power and numbers. The planet below was safe once more. Colonists cheered as human ships moved across the skies, their defenders victorious. Luke Harper and his crew returned to orbit, their mission complete but their minds already planning the next challenge. The galaxy had seen what humans could do. Rumors of Deathworlders spread from system to system, reaching ears that had once mocked Earth. Every alien commander now knew that humans were unpredictable, intelligent, and fearless. Humanity had arrived, and they would continue to change the course of the galaxy with courage, unity, and determination. The galaxy was quiet in the sectors far from the human homeworld, but that quiet was only temporary. Captain Luke Harper and his crew aboard the starship Pathfinder were preparing for a new mission. Rumors of alien fleets gathering to confront humanity had reached them. Every intelligence report indicated that the aliens were planning coordinated attacks to eliminate the humans once and for all. Luke Harper studied the reports carefully. The humans had proven themselves in previous battles, but this challenge would be far greater. Maya adjusted the weapon systems, ensuring each cannon and pulse gun was functioning perfectly. Ethan ran simulations for navigation through unpredictable areas, calculating every possible trajectory. Laura monitored communications, detecting signals that others might overlook. They were ready, not just with skill, but with strategy, courage, and the unity that had made humans deadly in the past. As they approached the target sector, massive alien fleets came into view. Ships of every size and design filled the darkness, their energy shields glowing ominously. Commander Virak had not forgotten the humiliation he suffered before, and he had sent his best forces to ensure no human could survive this time. Yet the humans did not hesitate. Luke Harper piloted the Pathfinder calmly, analyzing enemy formations and weaknesses. Maya, Ethan, and Laura worked seamlessly together, their actions precise and well-coordinated. Each ship they encountered was met with a combination of daring maneuvers, accurate fire, and unpredictable tactics. The aliens had underestimated humanity before, and they would pay the price again. The first wave of the alien attack was sudden and intense. Energy beams and missiles flew across space, lighting up the darkness with deadly streaks. Luke Harper maneuvered through the fire with skill, while Maya targeted weak points in enemy ships. Ethan used asteroid fields and debris to create chaos, confusing the enemy, and Laura provided real-time intelligence, alerting them to ambushes and hidden traps. The aliens were shocked. Their formations, once unbreakable, were falling apart under the calculated precision of humans. Each move the humans made was unexpected, and every strike brought them closer to victory. Hours passed, and the battle raged on. The humans faced relentless waves, but their strategy kept them alive and effective. Luke Harper directed maneuvers that made full use of the environment. Asteroids, debris, and even the gravitational pull of nearby planets became weapons in their hands. Maya fired from concealed positions, striking where the enemy least expected. Ethan calculated maneuvers to trap alien ships into vulnerable positions. Laura monitored enemy communications, predicting their next move before it could be executed. The aliens were unable to adapt and their confidence began to crumble. Humans were not just fighting. They were reshaping the battlefield to their advantage. Commander Virek grew desperate. His officers were panicking, unable to understand how a small human crew could cause such destruction. Luke Harper observed the enemy's command ship and made a decision. "We take out the command ship now," he said calmly. Maya, Ethan, and Laura executed the plan with perfect timing. They weaved through enemy fire, striking critical points with precision. The command ship shuddered under the assault and panic spread across the alien fleet. The humans had once again demonstrated that courage, intelligence, and adaptability could overcome overwhelming odds. Reinforcements for the aliens arrived faster than anticipated, but Luke Harper had already anticipated their arrival. He adjusted strategies in real time, setting traps and ambushes that would maximize the effectiveness of the human attacks. Maya, Ethan, and Laura moved as extensions of his command, executing orders seamlessly. Every human action was deliberate, every maneuver calculated. The alien fleet found themselves caught in a web they could not escape. The humans were not just fighting. They were teaching the aliens a lesson in unpredictability and strategy. The battle stretched over hours, testing the endurance, skill, and courage of the humans. Despite being outnumbered, they continued to strike with precision and efficiency. Each destroyed enemy ship was a step toward victory. Each avoided attack reinforced their reputation as unbeatable Deathworlders. The humans moved like shadows, striking and disappearing before retaliation could occur. Every move demonstrated the effectiveness of unity, intelligence, and adaptability, traits that the aliens could not predict or counter. As the battle progressed, Luke Harper coordinated an intricate plan to isolate key enemy ships and force their retreat. The human crew executed maneuvers that exploited every weakness in the alien formations. Maya fired with unmatched accuracy. Ethan navigated hazards with expertise, and Laura provided critical intelligence that kept the humans one step ahead. The alien fleet, massive and powerful, began to falter under continuous pressure. Commander Virek realized that direct confrontation would lead to defeat, but he was unsure how to escape without further losses. The humans were relentless, their strategy flawless and their courage unmatched. Finally, the alien command ship and its closest allies were disabled or destroyed. The remaining ships attempted retreat, but human forces anticipated every rout. Luke Harper coordinated a final strike that left the alien fleet shattered and disorganized. The planet below, which had been under threat, was now safe. Colonists cheered as human ships moved across the skies, their protectors victorious. The galaxy had once again witnessed the power of humanity, and rumors of Deathworlders spread faster than any fleet could travel. Every alien commander learned a crucial lesson: underestimate humans at your own peril. Returning to orbit, Luke Harper and his crew knew the mission was a success, but they also understood that the galaxy would not wait for them to rest. Future conflicts awaited. Stronger and smarter opponents would challenge them, and the humans would have to continue relying on their skill, strategy, and unity. The legend of Earth's Deathworlders grew, spreading across star systems, inspiring fear and respect alike. Humanity had proven once more that courage, intelligence, and unpredictability could turn impossible odds into victories, and every battle only strengthened the reputation that would echo across the stars for generations to come. The galaxy had begun to speak in whispers about humans, but Captain Luke Harper and his crew were already moving toward their next challenge. Alien fleets were gathering, learning from past mistakes and preparing to crush humanity. The starship Pathfinder moved silently through space, carrying Luke, Maya, Ethan, and Laura toward unknown dangers. Every sensor scan and communication intercepted suggested that the aliens had become more cautious and cunning. The humans had proven their strength, but the enemies they faced now were stronger, more organized and smarter than ever. Luke studied the incoming intelligence, planning strategies to counter multiple fleets, knowing that one misstep could cost lives and entire worlds. Maya checked the weapon systems, firing test pulses and adjusting targeting algorithms for maximum efficiency. Ethan recalculated travel routes, plotting paths that would exploit gravitational anomalies, asteroid belts, and debris fields to the humans' advantage. Laura scanned communications, decoding complex signals and predicting enemy movements. They were not just a crew. They were a team whose coordination and adaptability had become their greatest weapon. Luke Harper knew that their survival depended on using every resource wisely and anticipating every move of the enemy. The alien fleet appeared on the horizon, massive and terrifying. Commander Virek had returned, bringing his best forces and new reinforcements. His pride had been wounded, and his anger was evident as he observed the approaching human ships. The aliens believed sheer numbers would crush the humans, but they had not accounted for human strategy and unpredictability. Luke Harper calmly gave orders, coordinating maneuvers that took full advantage of the humans' speed, agility, and intellect. Maya fired with deadly precision, disabling key systems on enemy ships. Ethan navigated through dangerous regions of space, creating chaos in the alien formations. Laura provided constant intelligence, keeping the crew informed and ready for every possible scenario. The first assault by the alien fleet was sudden and brutal. Energy beams and missiles flew in every direction, attempting to overwhelm the humans. Luke Harper piloted the Pathfinder with precision, weaving through attacks while countering with calculated strikes. Maya targeted weak points in the alien ships, disabling engines and weapons with accuracy. Ethan used environmental hazards as weapons, manipulating debris and gravitational anomalies to create traps. Laura intercepted communications, providing real-time intelligence that kept the humans one step ahead. The aliens were unprepared for this level of coordination and ingenuity. Every move the humans made forced them to react and made them vulnerable. The battle continued for hours, stretching the limits of the human crew. Despite being outnumbered, they maintained control and inflicted heavy losses on the alien fleet. Luke Harper coordinated complex maneuvers that took advantage of every weakness in the enemy's strategy. Maya fired from concealed positions, striking where the enemy least expected. Ethan navigated through fields of debris and asteroids to create confusion, and Laura decoded signals to predict alien movements. The humans' ability to adapt and anticipate gave them the upper hand, turning the tide against overwhelming odds. Commander Virek grew frustrated as his fleet struggled to maintain formation. He had underestimated the humans' capacity for strategic thinking and resilience. Luke Harper decided to take the offensive. "We target the command ship," he ordered. Maya, Ethan, and Laura executed the plan flawlessly. They moved as one, striking the command ship at critical points while avoiding enemy fire. The alien command ship shook under the assault and panic spread throughout the fleet. The humans had shown once again that courage, intelligence, and adaptability could overcome even the most powerful enemies. The alien reinforcements arrived faster than anticipated, but Luke Harper had anticipated this scenario. He set ambushes and traps using environmental advantages to maximize effectiveness. Maya fired from unexpected angles. Ethan maneuvered to create vulnerability in the enemy lines, and Laura provided continuous intelligence. The alien fleet found themselves trapped in situations they could not control, and their confidence began to erode. Humans were not only surviving, they were dictating the battle. As the fight wore on, the humans faced moments of extreme danger. Several ships sustained damage, and the crew encountered situations that tested their limits. Luke Harper remained calm and decisive, coordinating every move with precision. Maya repaired critical systems mid-battle. Ethan calculated escape routes for the fleet, and Laura maintained constant communication with all ships. The humans moved in perfect synchronization, making every action count. Each maneuver displayed the effectiveness of unity, intelligence, and courage. The final stage of the battle approached. Luke Harper orchestrated a strategy to isolate key alien ships and force a retreat. The human crew executed their maneuvers flawlessly, exploiting weaknesses in enemy formations and striking with precise timing. Maya fired accurately, Ethan navigated hazards expertly, and Laura provided essential intelligence. The alien fleet began to falter, their formations breaking under continuous pressure. Commander Virek realized that continuing direct attacks would only lead to total defeat. The humans had outsmarted and outmaneuvered them at every turn. At the end of the battle, the alien fleet was in retreat, their remaining ships scattered and disabled. The planet below was safe once again. Colonists cheered as human ships moved across the skies victorious. Luke Harper and his crew returned to orbit, their mission accomplished but their minds already on future challenges. The galaxy had witnessed the power of humans, and rumors of Deathworlders spread faster than any fleet could travel. Every alien commander learned an important lesson. Underestimate humans at your own risk. Humanity had arrived in full force, and the legend of their courage, intelligence, and unpredictability would echo throughout the galaxy, leaving no one in doubt that when Earth's Deathworlders showed up, nothing could stop them. The galaxy had begun to pay close attention to humanity. Captain Luke Harper and his crew aboard the starship Pathfinder were no longer just defenders of a small sector. They were symbols of unstoppable force and cunning strategy. Reports came in from neighboring star systems that alien fleets were regrouping, learning from previous defeats, and preparing to challenge Earth's Deathworlders with full force. Luke Harper studied each report carefully. His crew, Maya, Ethan, and Laura, prepared for a new wave of conflict. Maya checked weapons systems, ensuring every cannon and pulse gun was ready. Ethan recalculated navigation paths, planning for complex maneuvers through hazardous regions. Laura intercepted communications, decoding enemy signals that others could not read. The humans were ready. But this battle would be more dangerous, more unpredictable, and would test every skill they had. As the starship Pathfinder moved toward the conflict zone, massive alien fleets appeared on their sensors. Commander Virek had returned with his most elite forces, determined to crush humanity once and for all. His ships were vast, their energy shields glowing menacingly and their weaponry far beyond what humans had previously encountered. Yet Luke Harper and his crew did not falter. They had survived impossible odds before and learned from every encounter. Each crew member was focused, their training and experience now sharpened by victories and near defeats. The humans knew that the enemy expected them to fail, and they would use that expectation to their advantage. The first engagement began with a sudden assault from the alien fleet. Energy beams and missiles filled the void, attempting to overwhelm the human ships. Luke Harper maneuvered through the barrage, calculating movements with precision. Maya targeted critical points on enemy ships, disabling engines and weapons. Ethan used asteroid fields, debris, and gravitational anomalies to create confusion, turning environmental hazards into weapons. Laura provided continuous updates, giving Luke information on enemy positions and potential traps. The aliens were unprepared for the humans' coordination and ingenuity. Every move they made was met with counteraction, forcing them into reactive positions that created vulnerability. Hours passed as the battle continued. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the humans held their ground and inflicted devastating damage on the alien forces. Luke Harper coordinated maneuvers that made maximum use of every advantage. Maya fired from hidden positions, striking when the enemy least expected. Ethan navigated through dangerous areas, trapping alien ships and breaking formations. Laura's intelligence ensured that the humans anticipated every move of their opponents. The aliens began to panic, unable to comprehend how a small group of humans could consistently outmaneuver and outthink them. The humans were not merely fighting. They were redefining the battlefield and reshaping enemy strategy in real time. Commander Virek's frustration grew as he witnessed his fleet faltering. His pride had been wounded repeatedly, and he now realized he faced an opponent unlike any other. Luke Harper decided to strike decisively. "Target the command ship," he said calmly. Maya, Ethan, and Laura executed the plan with flawless timing. They moved as a single unit, weaving through fire, striking critical systems, and disappearing before retaliation could occur. The alien command ship shook violently, panic spreading across the fleet. Humans had once again shown that courage, intelligence, and adaptability could overcome sheer numbers and raw power. The alien reinforcements arrived in waves, their numbers seemingly endless, yet Luke Harper anticipated each move. He set traps, ambushes, and used the terrain of space to advantage. Maya fired from angles the aliens could not predict. Ethan maneuvered ships to create vulnerability in enemy formations. Laura provided crucial intelligence, ensuring humans remained several steps ahead. The alien fleet struggled, unable to maintain formation, and their confidence began to waver. The humans were dictating the pace and the outcome of the battle, turning the aliens' strength against them. The humans faced moments of extreme danger, but Luke Harper kept the crew focused. Maya repaired critical systems mid-battle. Ethan calculated escape paths and positioning for the entire fleet. Laura maintained constant communication, ensuring all units moved in harmony. The humans functioned as one organism, striking decisively and retreating strategically. Each maneuver was deliberate, each attack calculated, and every victory reinforced the legend of Earth's Deathworlders. Luke Harper devised the final strategy to isolate key alien ships and force their retreat. The crew executed maneuvers with precision, exploiting weaknesses in enemy formations and hitting critical targets. Maya's shots were accurate, Ethan's maneuvers impeccable, and Laura's intelligence guidance perfect. Alien formations began to collapse, their coordinated attacks failing under the relentless pressure. Commander Virek recognized that continued confrontation would result in total defeat. The humans' combination of intelligence, courage, and adaptability had outclassed his fleet, and the lesson was clear. Earth's Deathworlders were unstoppable. When the battle ended, the alien fleet was shattered and scattered. The planet below was safe, its colonies protected by the humans' heroic efforts. Citizens cheered as human ships moved across the skies, symbols of strength and hope. Luke Harper and his crew returned to orbit, victorious but already preparing for future challenges. Across the galaxy, tales of the humans' courage, ingenuity, and determination spread rapidly. Every alien commander learned that underestimating Earth was a grave mistake. Humanity had proven once more that bravery, strategy, and unity could turn the impossible into triumph, leaving an enduring legacy across the stars. The legend of the Deathworlders continued to grow, instilling both fear and respect, and leaving no doubt that when humans arrived, nothing could stand in their way. The galaxy had finally begun to understand the power of humans, but Captain Luke Harper and his crew knew that understanding often comes too late. The starship Pathfinder moved silently through space, approaching a sector where intelligence reports indicated a massive alien assembly. Commander Virek had called upon every ally he could find, determined to eliminate humanity once and for all. The humans had survived impossible odds before, but this time the threat was unprecedented. Luke Harper studied the incoming intelligence with calm precision. Maya checked and rechecked the weapon systems, Ethan recalculated navigation through hazardous regions, and Laura monitored all communications for signs of ambush. The crew was ready, but they knew the upcoming confrontation would test every skill, every strategy, and every ounce of courage they had. As the humans approached the sector, the alien fleets came into view. Massive ships filled the void, their energy shields glowing with lethal intensity. Commander Virek's pride and anger were evident as he observed the small human ships approaching. His forces were confident that sheer numbers and firepower would crush the humans. Yet Luke Harper remained calm. He knew that humans had survived, adapted, and thrived in impossible situations before. The crew's coordination, intelligence, and unpredictability would again become their greatest weapon. Maya targeted critical points on enemy ships, firing with deadly precision. Ethan maneuvered through the debris and gravitational anomalies, creating confusion among the alien formations. Laura intercepted communications, providing real-time intelligence that allowed Luke to anticipate enemy actions and plan several steps ahead. The battle began with sudden intensity. Alien energy beams streaked across space, aiming to destroy the human ships immediately. Luke Harper piloted the Pathfinder with unmatched skill, dodging fire while coordinating counterattacks. Maya struck at weak points on enemy vessels, disabling engines and weapon systems. Ethan used the surrounding hazards to his advantage, creating traps that disrupted alien formations. Laura's intelligence allowed the humans to anticipate ambushes, making each move calculated and precise. The aliens were unprepared for the humans' coordination and ingenuity, and their confidence began to falter. Every human action forced them into reactive positions, creating vulnerability that Luke Harper and his crew exploited relentlessly. Hours passed as the conflict escalated. Despite being outnumbered, the humans inflicted severe damage on the alien fleets. Luke Harper coordinated maneuvers that made full use of environmental advantages. Maya fired from hidden positions, striking where the aliens least expected. Ethan navigated through fields of debris and asteroids to trap enemy ships and break formations. Laura provided constant intelligence, ensuring the humans remained several steps ahead of the enemy. The aliens panicked, unable to comprehend how a small crew of humans could consistently outmaneuver and destroy their forces. The humans were not merely surviving. They were controlling the battlefield, turning enemy strengths into weaknesses. Commander Virek grew frustrated and desperate. His pride had been shattered repeatedly, and he realized that his forces could not compete with the humans' combination of strategy, courage, and unpredictability. Luke Harper decided to strike decisively. "Target the command ship," he ordered calmly. Maya, Ethan, and Laura executed the plan flawlessly. They moved as one, striking critical systems while avoiding retaliation. The alien command ship shook under the assault, spreading panic across the fleet. Once again, humans demonstrated that intelligence, adaptability, and bravery could triumph over overwhelming numbers. Alien reinforcements arrived faster than anticipated, but Luke Harper had predicted this. He set traps and ambushes, using environmental advantages to maximize effectiveness. Maya fired from unpredictable angles. Ethan maneuvered to create vulnerabilities in the enemy lines, and Laura provided critical intelligence to guide every move. The alien fleet was trapped in a situation they could not control. Their confidence eroded. Humans were dictating the outcome, forcing the aliens to respond to their strategies rather than executing their own. The battle tested the humans' endurance and resolve. Several ships were damaged and the crew faced near disasters, but Luke Harper maintained calm and clarity. Maya repaired systems mid-battle, Ethan calculated escape routes, and Laura kept all units coordinated. The humans moved as a single entity, each action precise and deliberate. Their coordination and intelligence allowed them to strike decisively and retreat strategically, displaying unity, courage, and skill that the aliens could not match. Luke Harper implemented a final strategy to isolate and disable key alien ships, forcing the remaining fleet into retreat. The human crew executed maneuvers flawlessly, exploiting every weakness in enemy formations and striking critical targets. Maya's precision fire, Ethan's expert navigation, and Laura's intelligence guidance overwhelmed the alien fleet. Commander Virek realized that continued confrontation would lead to total defeat. The human strategy, adaptability, and courage had outmatched even the largest and most prepared alien forces. With the battle concluded, the alien fleets were shattered, scattered, or disabled. The planets threatened by the invasion were safe thanks to the humans' skill and bravery. Colonists celebrated as human ships moved across the skies, their defenders victorious. Luke Harper and his crew returned to orbit, already preparing for future missions. Across the galaxy, tales of human courage, intelligence, and adaptability spread rapidly. Every alien commander learned a vital lesson: underestimate humans at your own peril. Humanity had proven once more that even the smallest and most underestimated species could turn impossible odds into triumph. The legend of Earth's Deathworlders echoed across star systems, instilling fear and respect, and leaving no doubt that when humans arrived, nothing could stop them.